Hello my dear students, how are you all? Hope you all are fit and fine. I will be taking online classes to continue our study, as online class will make easy to connect with you all and also help us to cover the syllabus and to maintain a flow of study. So I am going to start with NCERT class 12 economics, that is part A, chapter 1, introduction of macroeconomics. As this chapter is very small, so I will try to cover within this video. So I welcome you all again and let's start today's class. Meaning of macroeconomics. The word macro comes from the Greek word macros, which means large. In terms of economics, macroeconomics is concerned about the large section of the economy or the economy as a whole. It is that branch of economics which deals with the economic activities by all the economic spheres, varying economic situations and economic problems for the economy as a whole. There are two branches of economics, namely microeconomics and macroeconomics. In microeconomics, the letter I stands for individual, that is, it studies the economic behavior of individual. And in macroeconomics, the letter A stands for aggregate, that is, it studies the economy as a whole. Next, distinction between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics studies individual economic units. Macroeconomics studies a nation's economy as well as its various aggregates. Microeconomics primarily deals with individual income, output, price of goods, etc. Macroeconomics is the study of aggregates such as national output, income, as well as general price levels. Microeconomics focuses on overcoming issues concerning the allocation of price and resources, discrimination. Macroeconomics focuses on upholding issues like employment and national household income. Microeconomics accounts for the factors like demand and supply of a particular commodity. Macroeconomics account for the aggregate demand and supply of a nation's economy. Microeconomics offer a picture of goods and services that are required for an efficient economy. Macroeconomics helps ensure optimum utilization of the resources available to a country. Examples of microeconomics are individual income, individual saving, price determination of a commodity, individual firms' output, consumers' equilibrium. An example of macroeconomics are national income, national savings, general price level, aggregate demand, aggregate supply, poverty, unemployment, etc. Next, emergence of macroeconomics. The need for a separate branch of economics, that is macroeconomics, was felt inevitable during the period of the Great Depressions 1929. In this regard, the Great Depressions can be treated as a landmark for the emergence of macroeconomics. Before the advent of the Great Depressions, the subject matter of economics was only limited to microeconomics. This was dominated by the classical school of economic thoughts. There are two main schools of economic thought, classical school and Keynesian school. According to classical economics like J.S. Mill, J.B. Say, T.R. Malthus, an economy always functions at level of full employment due to free play of market forces in a free economy. J.M. Keynes propounded his own theory and wrote his famous book, General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money, which was published in 1936, which brought about a revolution in economic thought called the Keynesian Revolution. Keynes criticized the classical assumption of full employment and developed a new theory known as macroeconomics. Next, need for a separate study of macroeconomics. The separate study of macroeconomics is needed because of the following reason. What is true at micro level may not be true at macro level. For example, saving is a virtue at the level of individual as it increases future prosperity of the individual. But it is a social vice because if all the household of the economy starts saving, level of aggregate demand may fall and there will be accumulation of unsold stock. Therefore, it will discourage investment leading to future fall in output employment and income. There are certain big issues like problem of growth and development, inflation, unemployment, etc., which needs to be addressed properly. Such issues cannot be handled at a macro level. This can be solved at the level of the economy as a whole. Next, 4 sectors of the economy. From the macro point of view, economy is often divided into 4 sectors. They are household sectors, producer sectors, government sectors, and the external sector. Household sectors, including consumers of goods and service. Households are also the owner of the factors of production. Producer sectors, including those engaged in production activity. These sectors includes all producing units in the economy. For the production of goods and service, the firms hire factors of productions from the household sector. Government sector, the government is engaged in maintaining law and order, defense, and the other service of public welfare. It also acts as a producer of goods and service in public sector enterprises. The external sector, this sector is engaged in export and import of goods, the flow of capital between the domestic income, economy, and the other countries of the world. So students, with these topics, chapter 1 ends. Thank you.